Hello everybody. Yeah, I'm about 25 minutes late. Sorry for that. I'm gonna try to end this. I don't know. I'm gonna try to end this. Maybe I'll go a little longer today. I got a lot of things to talk about. So this is Aaron Entertainment. Aaron Entertainment. Aaron Entertainment, guys. Bring you It's All About the Pop, episode 19. This may not be the best episode because I just got back from a long walk. Feel really good about that walk. Energized. And already a dislike. Asshole. You know what? You can go fuck yourself. But thanks for the attention, though. Okay, so yeah, guys, and let you guys know. I hope you all enjoyed the takeover night 2, night 1. I hope you watched my video on it, my predictions. I got some of those matches right, some of them wrong. Night 2 is today. I'll be doing WrestleMania prediction show. I was thinking of doing both shows on different nights, like Saturday for night 1 for WrestleMania, but in WrestleMania night 2 on Sunday. But I'm gonna do both prediction shows on Saturday, WrestleMania night 1 and night 2 for WrestleMania on Saturday. I'm not gonna do a Friday show. And that'll be sometime in the afternoon, maybe 2 or 3 p.m. Yeah, you know it's usually my Why We Love Sports, but not this week. Next week I'll get back to Why We Love Sports because there's no wrestling pay-per-view. But yeah, okay, so let's get on the show. I didn't do this last week, right? I didn't do this show last week. So I got a lot of things to talk about. Let's talk about Disney and MCU first. So that's going to involve Black Widow and Falcon and Winter Solider 3 and 4. Well, not a 4 review, episode 4 review because episode 4 is tomorrow. But I'll talk about episode 3. I didn't talk about 2, but I did like episode 3. I think it really turned it a notch. So let's go through it. Then I'll talk about Godzilla. Then I'll talk about video games, Ghostbusters. Then I'll talk about the DC Warner stuff with the Ray Fisher stuff, Warner Brothers movies, stuff like that. So let's go with Disney. So Black Widow revealed the final of the trailer, because the movie comes out in 3 months, in July, right? July 7th or the 9th, one of those days. And I always said they had to release another trailer to gain back the interest of their fans that want to see this movie. Because this movie was supposed to come out last year in May. Unfortunately, the pandemic happened. And it kept pushing back to November and then finally to May. This year, then finally pushed back to July, which would be theaters and Disney Plus. You know, if you have Disney Plus subscription, you have to pay the extra $30 to watch it on Disney Plus, or you could go to the theater and watch it. And I really like this trailer. I really did like this trailer. It showed more of the life, Natasha's life. It showed more of the Taskmaster. We didn't see who it is. You can obviously in the movie they'll reveal who the Taskmaster is. It showed Yelena, the other Black Widow. It showed Rachel Weisz's character. Really did like this trailer. I thought this definitely gained back my interest into this movie, because it's not the first MCU property to come out in 2021. I mean, we got the shows WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, then Loki. But I'm going to talk about the Loki trailer too. But this is the first movie in over a year for the MCU. Because this, well, actually 2 years. Because no, almost 2 years if you count the Far From Home Spider-Man came out in July 2019. This could be like a 2 year thing for the MCU. Remember, no movie in 2020, so this might be the first thing. And this will definitely get $1 billion in the box office if it's a normal year. Last year, I guarantee you would have got $1 billion if no pandemic happened and it went straight to the theaters like it was originally planned. But this definitely gave me back my interest. And I do think a lot of people are going to see this, especially the MCU fans, Marvel fans, comic book fans, casual fans, because this is the first Disney MCU movie, Marvel Cinematic Universe movie back in theaters in over 2 years. And yes, it's kind of weird having a movie for Natasha, Black Widow, after her death in Endgame. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Black Widow dies in Endgame. Maybe this movie maybe something like this should have came out between Infinity War and Endgame, or Civil War and Endgame, because it takes place during a time period. I think it takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. I could be wrong. I know it takes place during Civil War in one of those Avengers movies. So it could have took maybe during that it should have took place, because I do find it kind of awkward or weird, not that they're releasing a movie based on a dead character. I know people are scratching for a Black Widow movie for years and years. Maybe they should. And I do think the timing is wrong. I mean, it's supposed to come out last year, but I do even think the timing was wrong for it to come out last year. It should have been made like 3 or 4 years ago during Civil War. Civil War was 5 years ago, 2016. So it should have been made between 3 and 5 years ago, and then have her death in Endgame, and you don't need a movie for since then. But as I said, this will get people back into theaters or watch on Disney Plus, the premiere access, because Marvel is a huge money maker for Disney, right? Look at all the films. Captain Marvel made $1 billion, Black Panther made $1 billion, Avengers movies, almost everything, even on the small time big characters, not the hugely popular characters, made a lot of money for them. Made tons of money. And speaking of Disney, Loki trailer came out. I don't know what to make of this show. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm interested in seeing Tom Hiddleston. You know, he originally was auditioning before we got the role of Loki in the Thor movies in the MCU. He was auditioning for Thor, but didn't get it. Obviously, he got Loki, but they liked him so much that they gave him the role of Loki, and he's killed it ever since. Especially as Loki. No doubt in my mind he's gonna kill as Loki in this show. Comes out in June, and let's go over to Falcon and Winter Solider, man. Now this episode, I thought the first 2 episodes were really slow. I mean, there's some action scenes, right? The relationship between Sam and Bucky. It's interesting. It's like good buddy cop stuff. They banter back and forth. And then, you know, they got the super shoulders. I forgot what they're called. Right? I'm sorry if I forget what they're called. The Smashers. Stuff like Smashers. In episode 3, you know, the end of episode 2, they have to break out Baron Zemo, you know, the guy responsible for breaking up the Avengers in Civil War, you know, framing Bucky for the bombing that killed T'Challa's father, you know. So they break him out of prison. He helps them because he's honorable. He has an honorable code. They go to Manipur. Yes, an X-Men thing. You have to blend in as criminals, Sharon Carter comes by. Sharon Carter makes her debut. She's under one, right? If she was in the U.S., she'd get arrested for breaking the law and stuff. For helping out Steve Rogers during the Civil War, the Accords. I really like this. Baron Zemo's a badass in this episode. He's rich. I know it's a big plot hole. He's rich. We find out he has a mask. We found out there's a scientist. The scientist is hiding. The scientist tells him what's been happening. That Aisha recruited him, the CIA recruited him. His work, he couldn't continue his work because he got blipped in the Avengers. Infinity War, the gauntlet is snap. Comes back, continues the work. Baron Zemo shoots him. We know that Baron Zemo, these men come from the broker, come to attack them. Sharon Carter manages to try to fight him off. Baron Zemo manages to kill him off. It's great. They all team up. And Baron Zemo, one scene in the club where Baron Zemo was dancing. You know that GIF. With the salad broker. Find out the smashers, the woman, the girl with the red hair, Kyla, of course. And I'm sorry, I can't pronounce her name. Found out she's a dying mother of Turbolocus. Turbolocus, sorry. And then we find out they're the plan. You go in the building, everybody's tied up, right? Everybody's tied up. And they come out and the building blows up. Now the guy who was with her was shocked to learn about this. She tells him her story. She tells him the story how this was not their plan, what they wanted to be. She wanted to be a teacher, right? Things changed. She got to a point where she had to go extreme. She had to go prove a point. And now episode 4 is this Friday. Only 3 more episodes left. It's only a 6 episode season. And yeah, Falcon Winter Solider, guys. This tomorrow. So that's all for my Disney MCU stuff. We got still Disney stuff, I guess. So let's see. Ghostbusters Afterlife clip. If I know you've seen that clip of Paul Rudd in this. I guess it's a grocery. No, I guess it's in the gas station or something, or pharmacy. You see the same guys from the marshmallow from the first marshmallow guy from the first movie when the giant marshmallow. I forget. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking for something. First marshmallow guy. And you see a bunch of them come out. They're small, come out of the package. And that's pretty funny. Go check it out. This is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Next Ghostbusters movie. Featuring Paul Rudd, Finn Wolford, I believe, from Stranger Things. Who's also been in It, the first movie, I believe. Go check it out if you can. It's pretty funny. It's pretty interesting. Okay, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'll try. Now, let's go on to some other stuff, man. Okay, so Witcher. I think I have Witcher here, right? Witcher season 2. Witcher, yeah, I guess it's video. I'll go to video game stuff. So, in Witcher slash, I guess it's video games. I don't care. Season 2 for Netflix is finally wrapped up. Finally, after delays, postponements because of the virus. But I'm glad they finally wrapped up. Can't wait till the season comes out. I mean, I'm a huge fan of The Witcher. Love playing the games. I love the first season. Love the mythology of The Witcher, the stories, the monsters, the curses. Henry Cavill as Geralt. Who else? The actor that played Tormund in Game of Thrones is gonna be in one of the episodes. Playing a cursed bear human, whatever. Graham McTavish is gonna be in it in The Witcher. Fine, I'm just happy. I'm happy, and there's also rumors that there's a prequel series that originally one of the actors cast to be the star of it dropped out, and now they're looking at Jason Momoa possibly being the star of that series. So, Snyder fans, Jason Momoa and Henry Cavill might be in a Snyderverse. Might be in Witcherverse, guys. Witcherverse. And I'm really loving this series. Now, if you haven't played the games or read the books, I'll admit I haven't read the books, but I understand it based on season 1 from the books. I understand. It's season 1. I can find why people are confused because there's all flashbacks in that show. You guess you kind of have to read the books and understand the games to explain it. Well, from what I heard from season 2, I understand the confusion. Season 2 is not gonna have many flashbacks like season 1. It's gonna be more straightforward, linear progression in the story of Geralt, Ciri, Yennefer, or the next step in the next book. And then some of the characters from the video games are gonna be like the Wild Hunt is gonna be in it, which is surprisingly weird how they're having them ready in season 2, since they're in the video game Witcher 3 game, but not in the book. This book is gonna be based on the Blood of the Elves or something. It's kind of but I really like this show. I really like the first episode. I understand it, I hope. And if anybody has any questions about the season 1 episode, I'll try to clarify that and stuff. Just help me on Twitter and stuff. I'll put my down below about season 1. Season 2, there's no release date, but I believe we're gonna get a trailer soon. Release date, they're hoping 2021, so maybe quarter 4, October, December of 2021, like they did for the first season when it came out in December 2019. Maybe that's the same schedule. They're planning it for season 2, or it could come out earlier. But the target is still 2021. So let's go to a couple of more video game stuff. Then we're gonna go to Warner Brothers stuff. Talk about DC and Warner Brothers and Godzilla vs. Kong. And they're gonna wrap up. This might be a short video, but let's do it. So talked about Witcher. I guess Witcher Season 2 is finally done filming, as I said. So 2 games I was interested in buying from now to June were Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga and Back 4 Blood, creators of Left 4 Dead. Fortunately, they're delayed. And Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and when I was getting it, I was planning to stream it for you guys so you can watch me play and stuff. I was planning to do that for you guys. Fortunately, I won't be able to do it this year. I won't be able to do it. I mean, I could be able to do it this year. I just don't know when I could do it because they delayed it, but they haven't set a release date. Yeah, no release date for it. They haven't set a release date. They postponed it, but no release date. So I'm sorry for you guys. I'm sorry. I was really looking forward to playing it, streaming it on my PlayStation 5, but now that's not possible. The other good news is bad news, good news thing here. Back 4 Blood, supposed to come out in June. That has been delayed, but while I'm still not happy about it, the good news is they have a release date. Come out in October of this year. So at least they have a release date where like the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga does not. Back 4 Blood, I make it for PS5 or Xbox Series X. I plan to stream it, but here's also the good news. I probably won't stream this game, but this is why I like it very much. MLB The Show 21. I think I put 20 here. MLB The Show 21. Which is now available on Microsoft and Xbox One and Series X and S, will be on Game Pass on the day of the release, on the 20th of April. And I plan to get it on Game Pass. I believe it's free, and I plan to get it on Game Pass. I pre-ordered it, the disc version, but once it's on Game Pass, I canceled it, and I'm gonna get it on Game Pass. Now I won't stream it because I don't think you guys would be interested in me playing baseball. I don't know, maybe I will, I don't know, because I like baseball, it's my favorite sport, but I don't know if you guys would be interested in me playing baseball. Maybe, unless you want to hear me complain a lot. In sports games, that's what I do, in sports games, complain a lot. But I'm happy for that. It's almost 12 days. Now let's go to the Warner Brothers stuff, man. So yesterday, the past few days, whew, oh my god, a lot of stuff came out of the Hollywood Reporter article about Justice League and Warner Brothers with Ray Fisher and Gal Gadot. Now if you haven't heard, the racism and the threats by Josh Whedon on Gal Gadot. Josh Whedon threatened Gal Gadot to say these lines, to do this, otherwise he'll ruin her career. I'm paraphrasing here, but if you look at but that's what he basically said. And Gal Gadot did say in the investigation she did have issues with Josh Whedon, and it finally came out what those issues were. And you know Josh Whedon's history with women actresses. You got like a couple months ago, we got the cast on Buffy coming out. Charisma Carpenter, Michelle Trachtenberg, Amber Basson. Even though Sarah Michelle Gellar starred Buffy, it was a little bit vague, but you could tell she was on their side. And it's not surprising. It was history. Now with Gal Gadot, he could ruin his career if he didn't do what he said for the movie. And you could tell in this movie, the scene, you could tell the movie was scene they were talking about. The people were talking about was the one with flashes on top of her, by the breast scene, right? That of course an actress would be uncomfortable if that didn't fit the movie. It's very understandable. If it's just in there to be jokes, and there's some things in the Justice League that sounds very sexist. You remember like, you smell good. What the hell is that? There. Oh, that's huge, man. I mean, it finally came on the Hollywood article that if she didn't do what he said, he was gonna ruin his career and her career in Hollywood and in movies. Obviously that did not work. Patty Jenkins came to her defense. Patty Jenkins was on her side. Patty Jenkins worked out with Warner Brothers, and obviously Joss Whedon was never gonna work for Warner Brothers again. He's a creep. He shouldn't be working. He shouldn't be directing anything again, ever again, especially with women. Right? He shouldn't be directing it. Period. He's done. What else was I gonna say? That movie was terrible, but now hearing about the stuff, like the movie was bad. You could make a bad movie, and the backstage stuff, the stuff on set could very well be a good workplace and still be a bad movie. You could have a good movie where the setting backstage was bad. It happened, but this sounds like it was a bad movie, but had all the worst possible things on a movie production. I mean, obviously with Zack Snyder, unfortunately he ran off. He left because his daughter died during the filming and production of the movie. So they replaced him with Joss Whedon. But ever since Joss Whedon came in, they changed everything. Warner Brothers wanted to do his way. And he was willing to do his way. And the production that on set was bad, and the movie was bad. So everything went wrong since Zack Snyder left. Because of Warner Brothers, they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn what your situation is. All they care about money. Yeah, money is a good thing, man. But like, you gotta be sensitive. You make a good product. Look what you're doing. Make a good product. See what's working. And you're covering up this backstage stuff. Why? Why? Because you don't want to look good? You don't want to look bad? You know what? Admit your mistakes. Try to do better. And now we got this racism stuff. Ray Fisher was right. You got some writers coming out, and there's Jeff Johns about, Superman grandfather has to look like Henry Cavill, so he can't be black. And we find out this black actor, I forgot his name, was auditioning for the grandfather, but he couldn't be cast as the grandfather because he was black. And I'm like, Man of Steel, weren't all the Kryptonians like genetically made, or artificially made, or something like that? If you're and Kal-El Superman Clark was the first natural born Kryptonian. If I remember correctly, it wasn't all the Kryptonians from birth destined. I already have a destiny for him to be this. Like Zod, for example, from birth, he was destined to be the General Zod. He was bred to be General Zod. Every Kryptonian, except for Clark, Kal-El, Superman, was supposed to be. He's for the first natural born Kryptonian. It was perfectly explained in Man of Steel. But I do think this has to do with Krypton. I love that show. But I'm like, the Zod family in Krypton is black. And you have no problem there. You're making a big issue about Clark's grandfather or Kal-El black grandfather, but you make Zod black, and his lineage black, his grandmother black. What? Don't you see the problem there, guy? Jeff Johns, Warner Brothers, whatever. Don't you see the problem there? That's a sign of racism. You can't be. It's a mess. They're not looking. they're looking at totally different things than what the real people what we're looking at, what fans are looking at, and what comic book writers are looking at. It's a fucking mess. It's. And you know what? Here, I stand with Ray Fisher, and I know I know there's no hashtag for this, but for what Gal Gadot to go through in that set, good for her that her career's not ruined. Her career's not ruined. She got settled. It's dealt with. Good for her. Patty Jenkins came to her side. Zack Snyder's on her side. Good. Fans are on her side. I stand with Gal Gadot. I stand with Ray Fisher. I stand with Gal Gadot. I've seen celebrities stand with Ray Fisher. A-list celebrities. This is not good, guys. You know what? Just change your image. Be smart. Like, don't have this racism stuff. And or people say stuff are going wrong on set. Believe your cast. Don't always believe your director. Believe your cast. Because they've seen it. And I guarantee you, and maybe Ben Affleck has probably seen it. Henry Cavill's probably seen it. More of the cast. We know some of them spoken out about. But they know. They've seen it. It's Warner Brothers, man. The guys in charge of Warner Brothers for the DC division, the movie division. You either have to change your image, do something to make it look good again, get the right people in, talk to your cast, not just directors, not just producers, but talk to your actors and actresses, talk to people in the production, talk to comic book writers, not just Jeff Johns, but other people, about their characters and what works and why certain things could happen this way. Don't say, oh, this character cannot be this color because of this situation when you know it's wrong. I mean, yeah, like a black Bruce Wayne, probably not a good look, but like, the grandfather thing, come on. Listen to your people. Do that. Apologize. I know some of you apologize. Either do that. It's dysfunctional out there. Try to be less dysfunctional. Try to get a sense of direction you're going with your universe, multiverse, whatever it is, a mess. Because you just canceled 2 movies and it's gone, and they canceled 2 movies, New Gods and The Trench. Trench was never needed in the first place. I don't know why that was ever an idea. Nobody cares about The Trench. The only good thing about The Trench is an Aquaman. That's the only thing they should be in is Aquaman. New Gods is never going to happen since Darkseid. Once they saw Snyder League, Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, they canceled the New Gods. Like a week later, they decided to cancel the New God. Why? I'm not sure. You know what? Because they don't want Darkseid in it. That's why. They canceled New Gods. Ava DuVernay's project. She has a project with DC, Naomi. But yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. They're finally getting Flash on the ground, right? After like 10 million directors. They're getting finally Black Adam off the ground. After Rocket's been cast as Black Adam for like 6-7 years. Shazam 2, Aquaman 2. I don't know, man. They're a mess. Hopefully they have a sense of direction. Hopefully they clean up their act. Not with just movie universe. Their universe. But it's stuff that goes behind the scenes. Open up your eyes, man. Listen to your cast. Don't always listen to the directors and stuff. Warner Brothers, you're a shady company. And other thing for now I'm gonna do another thing. And fuck you. Zack Snyder should be allowed to finish his universe. Warner Brothers, just let him finish his universe. It's 2 movies. It doesn't have to be canon. Just let people see it, man. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it goes. with me, I always have this with my kind of thinking. I'm always like, what could possibly happen? What could possibly happen if this continued? I'm always like that. I want that to happen, man. But Snyder it doesn't have to be counted against your main universe. Just have Zack Snyder's finish his universe, man. Just finish his 2 movies, and that's it. Doesn't have to be canon. You can have multiple universes. The Joker movie was a separate universe movie. The Batman is gonna be Earth 2. So why can't you just do the Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3? Just let him finish it off. Lot of celebrities I see on Twitter restore the Snyderverse. That hashtag is huge. You got a huge following from A-list celebrities with the hashtag restore the Snyderverse. They want to see this movie. Make it happen. Make these happen. Let him finish his movies. Let him finish his movies, man. And Deathstroke, man. I hope HBO does a Deathstroke thing. Joel Manganiello was being interviewed about Deathstroke, about what's happened. He's supposed to have his own show. He's supposed to be in the Ben Affleck version Batman movie, and he has talks and nothing was settled and stuff. It's very disheartening. Let him have his own show, Warner Brothers, or HBO Max. HBO Max, just let him have his own show. Just 1 season, whatever. Just let him have his own show. Let's see Deathstroke. Yeah, he's just gonna have 1 season and a Justice League, both Justice Leagues. But we want to see what he could do, man. He's a badass character. Brilliant Deathstroke. I mean, I need people on for this show. I'm gonna get people on next week. I'm gonna try. Now, Godzilla vs. Kong thoughts. I did like the movie Godzilla vs. Kong. I think the human element was a little bit needed, not that much. But I felt it was more of a Kong movie than a Godzilla movie. It's like King Kong featuring Godzilla. Apex was the villains basically in this. It was a good movie. Like Godzilla and Kong fought twice. Godzilla won. Kong was dying. We tried to reveal the villain was Mechagodzilla, created by Apex. When Haywire went against his creators. Against his creators, what's new? That's always in every. That's such a cliche thing, right? That would happen. Mechagodzilla was kicking ass. Got King Kong with the axe and the lightning axe. No, it's just fucking amazing. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Solid movie. I liked it. And you know what? I'm gonna end my stream here. Thanks for listening, guys. You know what? So Saturday, I'm gonna WrestleMania stream. I'm gonna start signing up soon today for WrestleMania night 1 and 2 Saturday 3 p.m. for prediction show, guys. No Why We Love Sports. And since you guys listen, this is what I gotta think about you guys. And this is what I think about you guys.
Too sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet.
You guys are too sweet, and yeah, I hope if you're here for it, I hope you enjoy Takeover Night 2. Night 1 was good. I hope Night 2 is better. Take care, man.